Parents are okay. Mom and Dad are getting old, but we have to go up to work. My only regret is I can't be home every day to take care of them.
For the family of Yan Shuibin, the new economy has brought a more comfortable life. But not everyone in the countryside is happy. Some farmers are still languishing in poverty, and even those who are doing better resent the fact that people in the cities earn so much more than they do. And in many places, farmers are being pushed off the land to make way for development schemes, stirring anger and even violent protests. This riot took place in Shengyou, a village in northern China. In recent years, there have been tens of thousands of rural protests all over the country. China's top leaders concede that if they can't reduce the tensions in the countryside, China's economic future is at risk. Shanghai. For the very first time, a Grand Prix motorcycle race is being held in China. The city has built a brand new Formula One racetrack. Motorcycle magnate Zhuo Zongchen is here to cheer on his company's racing team. Another millionaire is here too, Jack Ma, who's leading China's bid for supremacy in the digital age. Ma's company, Taobao.com, is the corporate sponsor of the race. Its logo is plastered everywhere. Taobao is an internet auction site. It's battling its arch-rival, America's eBay, for dominance in China, which will soon have more internet users than any other country.
A year and a half ago, I went to Wall Street in New York, and I told them I just launched an auction site called Taobao to compete with eBay. All the people were shocked. They said, "Jack, you are crazy. You can find anybody to compete with, but don't compete with eBay because they are too strong." I was very angry at the time. Why did they think I would lose? I told them that if eBay was strong, it was a shark in the ocean. But we are a crocodile in the Yangtze River. When the crocodile fights with a shark in the ocean, it will lose. But if the shark swims into the Yangtze River, it will have big trouble. So I think to have eBay as our rival is good for us. But it might be a disaster for eBay. Taobao isn't Jack Ma's only website. He also runs Alibaba.com, the largest internet operation in China. Founded in 1999, Alibaba offered Chinese businesses instantaneous access to the global marketplace, a website where they could show their products to buyers all over the world. Alibaba helps connect Chinese businesses with customers in more than 200 countries. Ma has been fascinated with the West since his childhood in the city of Hangzhou. When I saw foreign tourists in Hangzhou, I would approach them and offer to show them around, if they would teach me English. For 9 years, I practiced English every morning, and never stopped even for one day. So I absorbed a lot of Western thoughts when I was young.
Jack Ma grew up under a regime that condemned private enterprise. He's amazed at how dramatically his country has changed.
The Chinese media often use the sentence, "after the reform and opening up." The Western media doesn't understand the meaning of it, but we know what it means. We understand the profound changes that a country's political and economic reform can bring to its citizens.
The future for Jack Ma and all of China will in large part be decided here, in the capital city of Beijing. The government's planners and economists face a formidable challenge: how to make sure the white-hot Chinese economy keeps growing and doesn't crash.
In the past 25 years, China stick with the one philosophy, which is gradualism. So as the great Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping said, we always cross the river by touch the stones. That means we move step by step.
This is Zhu Min. He's a top official of the state-run Bank of China.
So many people say China will go bankrupt. China collapse every day. On another end, people say China is great. China can grow forever. Of course, it's not guaranteed. No, it's no guarantee. The good news is, in the past 10, 20 years, I think everybody learned a great deal and learned how to reform, how to change. Nothing is guaranteed in the future. The past, give us confidence.
Not far from Beijing is the Great Wall of China, the longest man-made structure on Earth. Zhu comes here every couple of months to hike and to reflect.
It's not only the symbol of China, it's a piece of history. So sitting here, you will see everything come up to you. It is a great place. When you see this piece of Great Wall, they built the whole thing 600 years ago. It's so beautiful, so nice. You see the quality of the work. Think about how many people work together, day by day, year by year, to build the whole thing. I think that's the whole essence for Chinese culture.
Today, China isn't building great walls, but it is still taking advantage of its huge population to accomplish remarkable things. This is the city of Yiwu. In the 1980s, it was just a small town. Today, because of a massive influx of migrant workers, it's a city of more than 1 million. Yiwu, situated near the Pacific coast, has used its supply of cheap labor to become a powerful player in the world economy. Here in Yiwu, hundreds of companies, big and small, have put the migrants to work, churning out goods of almost every description. Buyers from all over the world come to Yiwu's brand new commodities market to get the best deals on household merchandise. Cheap goods made in China are transforming the world economy. China's textile manufacturers, for example, are crushing their competitors. One of Yiwu's most prominent businesses is Langsha Knitting. is the world's biggest manufacturer of socks, stockings, and pantyhose. Some 4,000 people work here, almost all of them migrants. This is Liu Young. She's 20 years old and comes from one of the poorest provinces in China.
I'm from Anhui. My dad and mom still live back home. 2 days after I got here, my sister brought me to apply for this job. I like working here. Back home I had nothing to do, and my life was pretty boring.
Liu started working at Longsha when she was 17. She usually works a 12-hour shift, from 7 in the morning until 7 at night, turning out about 1,400 pairs of stockings a day. Liu earns about 60 cents an hour, enough for her to pay her living expenses, do a little shopping, and still send half her earnings home to her family.
When I first started, I wasn't used to this kind of work. It takes some time to adjust to all that standing. The truth is that I get tired from work. But if I take a rest, I'm okay. We get the weekends off.
For Liu and her fellow migrants, Longsha is the center of their lives. They live together in dormitories, 10 to a room.
看得顺眼一点的，没有一个顺眼的。不会吧？这个可以哦。你搞错了。不好看的啦。这个女的哦。全部是男的呀！你变态什么？你看这个呀，和女的一样。清洗完头发后，擦上护发素，洗完再擦护发素，不会吧？让它停留一下，停留一段时间。藏在你的天空，握住它的温柔。
Longsha not only houses and feeds its workers, it arranges entertainment for them too, like this karaoke competition.
其实我不要太多的承诺，只要你能说声爱我。谢谢大家。好，谢谢李苗带给我们的动听歌声。接下来是11号选手丝袜包装郑春霞为我们带来多情人把灵魂给了谁。
悬崖上的爱，谁会敢去猜？还是愿意接受最痛的意外，最爱的女孩。谢谢大家。
Cheap migrant labor has made China a world leader not only in the making of clothes, but also toys, TVs, cell phones, and computers. Life in a Chinese factory may seem regimented and harsh. But for now at least, for Liu Young and millions like her, it's a better life than they knew back home in the countryside.
I'm saving money for my future. I want to make something of myself. I have my pride, too. When I save enough money, then I can study anything I want to.
All over China, young people are leaving the countryside to follow their dreams. But the new economy can be ruthless. Dreams can be easily shattered. Deep in the interior of China is the mountain village of Chuanxia. In this harsh terrain, people struggle to earn a living from the land.
Let me tell you something. When people from the city come here,